This video demonstrates how to get started with Church CRM development. First, you're going to need to fulfill three prerequisites. The very first is Oracle VirtualBox. This provides a platform for hosting a virtual machine with a virtual LAMP web server instance on your machine. Next is Vagrant, which provides a set of scripts to manage the virtual environment on your local machine. And the third is Github Desktop. On my development machine, I've already provisioned these prerequisites, so I'm not going to step through the installers, and I'm just going to show you how to use the actual applications. Github Desktop provides you a graphical user interface for interacting with GitHub. In the upper left corner, there's a plus arrow. This allows you to add, create, or clone different GitHub repositories. In this case, you'll probably want to clone from the Church CRM repository, and you'll choose CRM. Go ahead and click Clone. You'll also want to choose a location in your file system where you want to clone this repository. You'll see Cloning CRM, and it will go through a progress dialog where it checks out individual files. This is actually copying the source code of CRM onto your development device. If all goes well, you will see a History tab as well as a Changes tab. Notice you'll be checked out to the master branch, and you will see the most recent commits in this list of history. There should be nothing in changes. After you've checked out Church CRM, you'll probably want to switch to the Develop branch, or Master, or any other feature branch depending on what your objectives for testing or development are. I'm going to switch to Develop. One of the nice features of GitHub Desktop is that it actually installs Git Shell, which is actually a set of commandlets for PowerShell, which allows you to interface with GitHub directly within PowerShell. If you notice, I have a nice little indicator of my currently checked out branch as well as the status of the branch. Once we've cloned the repository, the next step is to actually start Vagrant. Like I said before, Vagrant is a set of scripts that allows us to define and automatically provision a virtual machine on our development box so that we can test Church CRM code without needing to publish it to an external server. We can just call Vagrant up, and as long as we've created a Vagrant file in the CRM directory, it will create that virtual machine for you on your local development box. It will configure the database, and it will do all of the necessary configuration for Church CRM. I'm going to pause the video for a little bit, as this does take about 3 to 4 minutes. And if all goes well, we should be greeted with a screen telling us that Church CRM is now built and that it's hosted at the URL of 192.168.33.10 with the credentials of admin change me. We can verify this by looking at our list of Windows network adapters, and we'll see that there's now a VirtualBox host-only network. If we click on the status, we notice that that is that 33 subnet. We can now open up our browser to 192.168.33.10, and we should be prompted with the Church CRM login screen. One of the nice features of the Vagrant VirtualBox combination is that it actually maps the directory of your source files directly to the web server hosted inside of that virtual machine. So if we change any of these files, it will become live immediately after a page refresh. So if we open up our login.php, and you can use whatever your favorite text editor is, we can add some code in here. Maybe I want to just have it say hello at the very top of the page. This is obviously not good code design, but you can do whatever you want once you get into the dev environment. And we can see that after a refresh, that code is now live. So you can see how this is useful for developing. One of the other nice features of our virtual environment is that we're able to capture all outbound mail. So if you connect to that same IP address on port 1080, you'll be prompted with the Mail Catcher application, which shows you live in real time what messages are being sent out of your demo instance of Church CRM. And it doesn't actually deliver those messages to the destination. It just shows you the mail envelope and what would be delivered if it was a live instance. Thanks for watching.